We and the kids of today are the luckiest who've ever arrived on planet Earth. Why? Because of what we know that our predecessors could not know. We have the last best chance to secure an enduring future for everything we care about, but most importantly, life itself. Imagine if we did not know what you've just heard from Johann Rockström. Knowledge is our superpower. Think about how long it has taken to make Earth the habitable place that we have in a universe that is fiercely inhospitable to life as we know it. So there is the red planet. We could perhaps terraform Mars, but consider that it takes 4.5 billion years to get to where we are, to make what started out as rocks and water into the vibrant living place that we have today. Now we know that we are Marsiforming Earth. By consuming nature to the extent that we have, and you've got the evidence, nature is on the edge of consuming us. But lucky us, we have a choice. Now we know. We used to think that the biggest problem facing the ocean, our life support system, was oil spills. That coupled with the oil spill in the sky, burning of fossil fuels. And coupled with that, the oil spill that we call plastics that now clog our life support system. When I was a child, they simply did not exist. Now, they exist in the air we breathe, the water we drink. They're everywhere. But now we know. Imagine if we didn't know. So, consider the way we have treated our living planet. Here, the biggest brains on the planet, not humans, they belong to these creatures, sperm whales. And we have so much to learn from them. They do not know, cannot know what we know, but we cannot, at least presently, know what they know. We've got a chance right now to figure it out as never before, to figure out how do we actually communicate with intelligent creatures, not somewhere else in the universe, but right here on our own blue planet. Or we can do to whales what we've been doing to whales through most of our history. Turn them into products, pounds of meat, barrels of oil. We can put a value on that. But what's the value of a living whale? Or living tuna as compared to tuna turned into pounds of meat or oil or whatever else you want to do with creatures who have evolved over millions of years before there were humans. Krill in Antarctica, we're turning them into products, food for salmon that we grow as a luxury food for humans. But the role of krill, these little crustaceans in Antarctica, are critical to climate. Think carbon cycle. Think the chemistry of the ocean. Or squid, taken by the ton. These creatures, again, who existed not just a few millions of years before there were humans, but hundreds of millions of years. If we begin to think about not just what these creatures are, but who they are, and what can we learn from them that transcends their power, their value as simply products, as pounds of meat. As never before, we have the capacity to destroy, to consume rainforests, to consume deserts, to consume the deep sea with technology that only has come to exist basically on our watch. Or we could use the technology that currently exists to go into the deep sea and really ask the question, who are you? Where did you come from? how do your lives and my life, how do they connect? We have a chance, maybe the last best chance we will ever have, to ask and answer these questions. Or we could simply go, as we have been through all of our history, to consume nature as if we can do it without consequences. So here we are in the 21st century. Thank you. Water is the key to life. And my voice. In 2009, given the TED Prize, I had a chance to make a wish big enough to change the world. So if you could make a wish big enough to change the world, to have the world that we want, the world that we can have, if we take to heart the knowledge that we have and apply it to secure an enduring future for ourselves, to really get serious about taking care of our life support system, to take the knowledge, the science you've just heard. We are right at the edge of understanding as never before what keeps us safe. Keeping the world safe is what keeps us safe. So my wish was a big wish, kind of an audacious wish, to bring together people from around the world to collaborate, to take care of the ocean, the blue heart of the planet, by getting communities, champions, to nominate places to safeguard the ocean, marine protected areas large enough to save and restore our life support system, the ocean. Well, today, there are about 165 places where people have come together. No one organization, no one country, certainly no one individual can do what it takes. But by pulling together and focusing on the reality that we're letting nature slip through our fingers. The problem, nature could let us slip through hers. To protect the last wild places, 30% of the land, 30% of the ocean, within the next 5 years, that's a big ask. But imagine if we don't do it. Imagine if we could say, let's just turn things around. Instead of protecting just a fraction of the planet, why don't we really think of what we can do every day, every one of us, with whatever power each of us has, to safeguard the planet that makes our existence possible. After I gave my TED Talk in 2009, one individual came up and said, I think I get it. If we fail to take care of the ocean, nothing else matters. It's kind of true. The ocean is in trouble. Therefore, we're in trouble. But we have solutions. Protect the ocean as if your life depends on it, because it does.